Greetings, Goddess Body Mind Spirit community. How y'all doing out there? This is Tirra Omilade, your goddess guru, your sister friend. And I'm here to talk to you about the full moon in Aries. Are you ready, goddesses? 1, 2, 3. Come on, y'all. Y'all know how we do it. Y'all know how we turn it up, baby. Come on. Let me help y'all out. Come on. It's time to party. Come on. Come on, y'all, turn it up. It's the Aries full moon. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Come on, y'all, hit it. How y'all doing out there? I'm in here dancing. I ain't talking to nobody. Let me get myself together. What's up to the queen? Zellico in the house. Buenas tardes. How are you? How are you, Queen Paulette? And I'm going to change my music. Let's try this one. Oh, yeah, the goddesses, the G-Hive is in the house. Greetings, Natasha. How are you, queen? How is the goddess? Mystic Storm Spirituality, a.k.a. Morgan, my home girl, my home goddaughter. What's up, Keita May? Happy full moon. Yes. Ain't nothing like an Aries full moon too, y'all. Come on. How was Bliss? Greetings, Bliss. Hello. Hola. There's my big sis, Felicia. Greetings, queen. Oh, heck yes, Bliss. Talk about a full moon for Bliss. That's what's up. How you doing, Rachel? How you doing, queen? Greetings to Ocean Kimmy. How are you? How are you, queen? Yes. We are here. Lovely, lovely. Okay, I'm going to turn the music down because I feel like it makes my voice sound a little bit off. All righty. Here we are. Here we are. Yes. Yes, okay. Let me see here. Is anyone new? Yes, yes, yes. Greetings, greetings, greetings. So I have a candle that, here, I'm going to take these off. That's right, Eileen. Eileen just woke up. She said, we got her awake and moving, baby. Ocean Kimmy, it's going to be so hard for me to make that transition. I need to do it since I'm part of the reason she has that name. Ocean Kimmy. I love the name Eileen, so I guess that's part of it. Okay. So we're going to go on ahead and stitch in. We have our candle. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over the full moon energy. I am doing live readings this evening. If you want, you can do a super chat for $35. Where is this link? I created a link. It's in the, what do you call it? It's in the description box, but this is the link that I created if you want to get it's really a micro reading. It's not even a mini reading. Oh, Eileen. Okay, yeah. I'll be calling you both Ocean Kimmy. So I'll do those also today if people are interested in that. Let's see here. Greetings, 843 Love. What's up, baby? How you doing? Divine by Design. I love that. Boom. Divine. Yes. Divine by Design. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stitch in. And what I want to ask y'all to do is tell me, what are you stitching in with? You can bring in all your mess. You can bring in something beautiful and positive. We are about just being authentic. So, you may be stitching in peace. You may be stitching in contemplation. You may be stitching in overwhelm or something like that. Bliss might be stitching in some deuces, baby. She's moving. Greetings, peaceful one. So I'll start us off. I guess I'll give us a little bit of music. I would love to hear from y'all. What are you going to stitch in with tonight? Let's just bring it in just a little bit. I'm Tirra. Let me see how it's going to sound. Oh, this one is a bit longer. Okay, I am Tirra, and I am bringing optimism. So tell me what you're bringing into our full moon circle this evening. And if you don't have a candle, then this candle represents it for everybody. This is everybody's candle. And don't let me forget to stitch out. Something else I need to bring up too, now that I think about it. So yeah, I want us to do a little bit of contemplation at this moon. I think Aries is an important sign because we have Jupiter. Jupiter has been there and is going to come back. And yeah, it's really representing a new cycle beginning. Mars was back there, has been there. So it's like a lot of new beginnings, a lot of new cycles. The thing about this moon, though, is, I don't know, I just feel like the energy here lately, we have to find the supportive energy where we can get it, or we have to make the best of the energy that we're experiencing that may not feel super good, but we have to have the right outlook on it, okay? So very important moon. Let's see here. Okay. Welcome. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. I am Ocean Kimmy, and I'm bringing in self-acceptance. Ooh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Yes. Yes, bliss. New beginnings. I'm Felicia, and I'm bringing magic. Ooh, okay. Johnny J is stitching in love and prosperity. The Goddess Hive. You're not behind. Goddess Hive. I haven't pushed it a lot, but it's gaining momentum. I'm Rachel, and I'm bringing in gratitude. Love. I'm stitching in for mystic storm spirituality, fiery passion that attracts abundance. Yes, G-Hive is the goddess hive. Natasha, and I'm bringing in patience and understanding. Oh, I love that. Hey, Sierra. I'm Sierra, and I'm bringing in elevation. I love that. Oh, Deborah's here. Hello, Queen. I am bringing in empowerment. Paulette, courage. Paulette, ooh, interesting. I have that as a part of what we're talking about tonight. Very, very interesting. Keita May, and I'm stitching in the release of fear in any aspects of my life, as well as forgiveness to myself. Love, love, love that. Love that. It is so aligned with what we're talking about tonight. So this will be really, really interesting. Asheo. Thank you, Paulette. Positivity. Peaceful one is stitching in with positivity. Nice. Okay, so okay, I know everybody here. But still, maybe you want to drop in your signs. That'll make us feel more connected because I want to create some connection. Do you know your sun sign? Maybe you know your rising sign, your moon sign. And what's who is the goddess that you're working with right now? That's what I'll ask. Who is the goddess that you're working with right now? So what are your signs? Sun sign, moon sign, rising sign. If all you know is your sun sign, that is perfect. And what goddess energy are you working with right now? And it could even be, you know, the ancestral mothers. Okay. The day of the new moon retreat, October 21st. And that information is in the description box also. I would love it if y'all joined me for this very, very special new moon retreat. It is the Scorpio new moon eclipse. And I'm actually like prepared because what we're going to do is we're going to work with the priestess energy during this new moon. We're going to continue to unlock and unleash and really connect with the energy of the priestess. I think that this is the archetype that we need to work with, or that inner aspect of ourselves that we need to call on to take us into the rest of this year, as well as through most of next year, honestly. And the priestess is about digging deep and being willing to, you know, hold the healing space. It's about this energy of being willing to look at the dark parts, as well as, you know, really connect and tune in to our spiritual gifts. Okay, so it's going to be a very powerful circle, but also I always give extra things within the new moon retreat that are about like what does the astrology mean. I don't know what tools I'm going to include, but anywho, yeah, I always include something special. So everyone who's talking about prosperity and abundance, I included a lot about prosperity and abundance in the last new moon retreat. So I try to kind of like feel the pulse, but also, you know, yeah, and include things that will help you all. So just know you get meditations, you get hypnosis. Typically it's some type of ebook or something like that that I include also to help you. So it's not just one day, which you do get the replay, but you also get, you know, you have the replay and you have other tools. It's going to help you all month long, all year long, really. So make sure y'all going ahead and join in. 10 spots available, and you get an early bird rate until the 19th. We got a Gemini in the house, baby. Oh, and you're working with Oshun. I love that. Let me take this down. Johnny is Capricorn, Sun, Libra, Moon. Ooh, this is a big time for you. If you are Libra, Cancer, Aries, or Capricorn, this is a time of activation. And you're working with Maya. Okay. Yes. Yes, Eileen. Okay. Scorpio sun, Sag moon, and Taurus rising. Yes, you've got a lot going on because the eclipses are in your sun and rising sign, Kita May. Ancestral mothers. Oh, that's right. Your Ori. I remember that name that you showed us. Is the name of your Ori. Beautiful. Akili? Akili. Tell me how to say it. Um, I'm also bringing in patience for this drive and move. Asheo, it is yours. It is yours. And if we would, let's just take a few moments to send Bliss some great travel, as we say in the Black Baptist Church, some traveling grace and blessings and just such a great new start. This is a really good move for you, Bliss. This is a time of action and moving, and I'm just knowing that everything is working in your favor, asking that the ancestors be with you, the goddesses. May Ogun protect you and your son as y'all move and shake and candlestick make in y'all's new home. Deborah, Taurus sun, Virgo moon. Okay. Het Haru, yes. Okay, yes. I love Het Haru. Paulette, Aquarius sun, moon, rising Taurus. Ooh, no wonder you got so much going on. So all the Tauruses, we got something going on. You've been working with Atabi, Earth Spirit in the Taino culture. Ooh, I've got to look her up. Thank you. Yeah, Oshun is big right now. And I'm going to tell y'all why Oshun is so big. After I just keep going through all of this. Don't let me forget to tell y'all why Oshun is so big right now. Virgo sun, Pisces moon, or Het Haru, anything that's like this energy of manifestation and creativity. Virgo sun, Pisces moon, Leo rising, working with Yasiji for self-acceptance. That's beautiful, Eileen. I feel that. Capricorn sun, Gemini moon. Love it. Okay, I love that. I love that. We got a Virgo, another. Okay, the Virgos are here. Aries, Pisces, Taurus. Wow, Felicia, you got a lot of big energy going on. Keely, yes. Okay. Aquarius sun, Pisces moon, Gemini rising, Capricorn and Venus, working with the triple goddess. I heard that. You're not late. You right on time, Sharmika. Scorpio sun, Capricorn moon, Taurus rising. See, I always know who's going to be on these live streams. Wherever the eclipses are, that's going to let me know who's going to be on my live stream. Working with Oya and Oshun. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so just to let y'all know, this energy of the eclipses in Taurus is a lot of why we are experiencing so many people working with Oshun, focused on abundance, focused on prosperity, all of that, because Oshun rules Taurus, or Venus rules Taurus. And so that's the same energy as Oshun, Het Haru. Let me know what that is in Taino culture. Is that the same goddess as you working with Paulette? But topics around money and abundance and prosperity are heightened because that's where the eclipses are. One of the eclipse points is there, and Uranus is there. And so Uranus, is like up level. It's all about this up level and upgrade, and it like just really brings a lot of energy that is about radical shifts. And so that's in Taurus. And it's just bringing up all these topics of money and abundance. And some of it is self-care too. That's one of the reasons that so many of y'all are working with Oshun. Now, some of the ones that's working more with this energy of like this goddess that creates radical change, like Oya, that's the Scorpio part of the eclipse. Okay. Even the ancestral energy that people are working with, That's this energy of Scorpio, the eclipses in Scorpio. It will bring up things that are in the dark. It'll bring up, this notion of change and transformation. So, really, really important. Yes, safe travel to Bliss and her son. Okay, so let's look a little bit more. Thank y'all for sharing all of that. So we always kind of talk about what does the moon mean. Even me, as a I'm like the great and mighty Omilade, she's the goddess guru. Let me tell y'all, I rinse and repeat all the time. Okay. I never feel like, oh, I just got it nailed. Because the moment I stop keeping up with things like this, even things that are foundational, is the moment that y'all gonna see things get really hairy for me. Okay. So this is literally what I do. I say, what does um I can't. Okay. What does the full moon mean? And the full moon always has to do something with endings or culminations. Okay. So I want y'all to stop right now and think about, is there something that you have achieved? Or is there something that you feel like an ending has come to? You got to wrap it up, tie things together. I want you to go within yourself and find the answer. What I'm finding, even within my own self, is too much up here, and we need to get in our body. We need to go deep in. Okay, do y'all have on yours red? Put on your red. Okay, come on now, y'all. It's Aries. Put on your red. Yeah. Let me drink my water. I feel a little bit dehydrated. I went and taught my babies today. I'm back to teaching one dance class. But anywho, what ending is here? What are you, or what have you achieved? And we'll talk about what house this is in for you. But so that is like Oshun, even Atabi. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. If you can type in the pronunciation, let me know how to say that. But yeah, it's so much about Oshun. Even though I know Taurus is earthy, still it's the earth, even the waters are included, right? Um, and it's this energy of, you know, um, fertility, the ability to like nourish things, right? Okay, so tell me what is ending, or what have you completed? What have you achieved? Another thing is what is being revealed to you. Okay, let's even just take a moment and write some things down. What's being revealed to you right now? Now, if you don't see it today, then I want you to look for it now, tomorrow, maybe even the next day, and just think, what have you achieved? What are the culminations? I'm even thinking to myself, like, what is coming to an end, or what have I achieved? I will say I have a new coaching client, so I'm happy about that. We have a push and a pull going on. And it's this energy that is, now this one for sure will be about self versus others, because it's Aries, which is the self, and Libra, which is others. The sun and Venus actually are in Libra, so the moon is oppositioning those right now. And it's like, okay, where are the balance issues in your life right now? Have you achieved balance, or is there some balance that needs to be achieved? That's how we'll say it. Connecting. Okay, good. Yes, 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 yes. And I'm just telling y'all right now, this is my prediction. Whatever we whatever we see in this moon is like, do something about it. If it's something that needs to be done, if it's something that needs to be completed, if it's something that needs to be balanced, do something about it. Because eclipses are in Aries and Libra next year. And the new direction that we're going in is in the sign of Aries. So you want to make sure you get some stuff finished up before we get to Aries next year with these eclipses coming in. And I have seen these eclipses in action. We ain't seen nothing until we see them in Aries, because oh my gosh. Aries is like, we can really take some action, baby. We like Taurus. Taurus is like, wait a minute, hold on, slow down. Let's just like be easy about it. Why everybody rushing? When these eclipses get in, especially that part of the eclipse gets in the Aries, we need to be ready. Okay, we need to be ready. Okay, Felicia. I need to be better with my discipline and commitment. Okay. And Keita May feels the same. I think that's important. I do think that's important. I'm gonna put this on here. Oh, I have them right here. I'm gonna put this at the bottom because I am kind of forgetting to let y'all know. Okay. All right. We do have live readings. I don't think anyone has ordered one. If you have, let me know. But anywho, I'm on the wrong thing. I forgot. I got the things up. Okay. So yes, let me know. Write it down if you don't share it. Okay. So it's very important that, yes, you better be ready, Eileen. Seriously, be ready. Okay. Deborah said I did. Okay. Good. Good. Write down 5. I don't know how this looks, y'all. Write down 5 accomplishments that you have achieved over the last 1.5 years. It could be the last 6 months. It could be the last 6 months also. Okay. Oh, okay, Deborah. I see what you're saying. Yes. I'll go check my email, but I was about to do it, but I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, good. 5 to 10 accomplishments that you have achieved over the last 1 to 1.5 years. Yeah. Aries is about the body. It's about starting something new. It's about something maybe that you've taken initiative on. It could be about business. What else is Aries? Aries is innovation. Exercise. Is also masculine energy. So maybe there's something with your masculine energy. Maybe if you hadn't been using your masculine energy enough, maybe you're using it more, or you were using it too much and you've toned it down, something like that. I to be. I to bay. Okay. Obey. Okay. Bay. I to bay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So, yes, Eileen, I've been getting the opportunity to revisit certain situations and face them again with a fresh new perspective. I love how you use that word face, because Aries is very direct. So maybe over the last 1 to 1.5 years, or in the last 6 months, you have found that you're like, okay, I'm going to be way more direct. I'm going to face things. See, that's a win. It's not always about like achieving something materially. The ability to face something that you hadn't been facing, that's a win. That is something to celebrate. And actually, y'all need to put some celebrations in here. If I were to ask y'all, what's one problem that you have right now, y'all would be like putting this chat would be on fire. I want y'all to celebrate yourself. We need to celebrate. Let me see some celebrations. Come on, queens. Say something good about yourselves. Aries is about independence, new beginnings, passion, energy, drive, creativity. It's not all the time. It's not all the time talked about how Aries is about creativity, but think about it. Aries season kicks off spring, right? Okay. Nice, Paulette. New job, remote. You better do that, girlfriend. I'm so excited for you. Completing projects at home, build with my partner, an area for my juicing business. Yay! I have zero problems in my life. I'm so grateful. Ooh, darling. I accomplished being able to travel out of the country this year. Nice. Woo. And it was to your mom's country, right, Natasha? Was that it? Yes. Okay. Uh, completed my September challenge a short today. I'm so excited to hear about that. But go, Felicia. Yay. Yes, Panama. Okay. That's what the PA is for. Got it. Okay, Felicia. Completed a week of Inktober. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at how different it even feels just to read everybody's celebrations. Okay, perfect. Bliss. Nice, peaceful one. Got a new job. I laugh more. I'm more free. Woo! Yay! See, I feel so happy. I don't know why Eileen didn't have me come get packed in her suitcase. I'm trying to go to the DR. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. My first trip using my passport. You better do that, Ocean Kimmy. Ooh, Keita May. I know this one is good for you. I am able to finally say no without feeling bad. Yes, 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 yes. Ah. Oh, look at this. Better business. I've started a business sober 7 months. Whoa! Patience and elevation and spirituality. I'm about to turn on some music for real. Bliss, look at you. Bliss, I'm so proud of you. Oh my gosh. And moving. She is. Yes. This is so exciting. So I'm feeling like we all need to make a trip to the DR. ah, nice. Okay, here's a good one. I love this for Deborah. Notice I have greater control over my emotions and thoughts. Yes, 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 yes. That is such a big one. Oh my gosh. You better do that, Queen Deborah. Ah, okay, let's do that. All right, Paulette. Because let me tell y'all, I will put it out there. I'll be the one to sell the stuff, but y'all gonna have to plan it and help me execute it, okay? Because yeah, yeah. All right. Doesn't that feel good hearing everybody's wins? Wow. Thank y'all for sharing those. Congrats, and the crowd goes wild. I don't think I have do I have this? I don't think I uploaded it yet. I keep meaning to upload applause. Okay, let's see here. It's fast. Aries is fast. Okay, so maybe something that happened real quick in the next few days, and you're like, whoa, that was quick. A quick manifestation, right? Leadership, taking charge, exercise, fire, sex is a sexual sign. It's the masculine energy that has to do with sex, or yeah, sign. Focus on self. Now, there is an Odu. I'm gonna see if I can pull up this Odu. There is an Odu I so love, and this Odu, the Odu are spiritual writings from spiritual scripture text, I should say. Wisdom is probably the better way to say it. From and this Odu is called Ogunda. Okay. And I'm going to tell y'all what Ogunda says. Now, Ogunda is the same energy as, I think I'm going to leave it like that. Ogunda is the same energy as Mars. Okay. And One of the things that Ogun says is the guiding instruction of this Odu is that abundance can be found at home. Any struggle which pulls the person who receives this Odu away from home is pulling them away from their destiny. And so the way I describe that is home is what matters to you. Home is your body. Home is what are you in charge of? What are you supposed to be doing? So, like Keita May mentioned, she's able to say no and she feels good with that. That is Ogun. That is Mars. That is Aries. Aries is like, no, I'm focused and I'm, I'm moving directly in the direction. I'm going exactly where I want to go. That's why Aries has that circle with the arrow that comes out because it's shooting for its target, right? That's what Ogunda is saying. Ogunda is saying, stay focused on home, stay focused on family. And I describe that in modern day times as what is home for you? What is family for you? You know what you need to be focused on, and don't let people be pulling you from side to side. So, have you been having problems with that over the last 6 months? Because that new moon in Aries is what this full moon is attached to. So, over the last 6 months, which this is on my toes, have you been direct and focused? Or have you been, you know, doing things that take you away from focusing on yourself, home, family? And what else do I want to say? Because we want to remember when we stay on the straight and narrow on what we're supposed to be focused on, then it's going to take us more directly instead of doing a circular thing, which is fine. But sometimes it's just fun to just go more direct. Okay. I know the circular thing. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Yes. All right, Bliss. We are here to support you on the sobriety. Okay. We are here to support you. Okay. Eileen is getting ready for work and she says we got typos. Now, with this moon, we do need to be cautious about explosive reactions, impulsive behaviors, accidents due to moving too fast. This is a moon where you just want to just ask yourself if you feel like you're getting ready to go off on somebody, just ask it. Or if you're going to get in an argument with a loved one, just ask yourself, like, really, is this really worth it? Because it's the new moon. I mean, it's the full moon, which the full moon is always way more emotional because that the sun is brightening the moon. And I tell you, that moon is beautiful. I saw the beginning of it last night. The moon, the sun is shining all its light. See, the moon is like, I just keep everything on the inside. I don't want everybody to know. It's just like what's going on the inside. Well, with that full moon, it's like everything gets illuminated in the inner world. That's what the moon is. It represents our emotions and just what's going on the inner landscape. And so the sign of the moon kind of helps us to understand what this might look like. And so Aries might look like explosive arguments. All of a sudden, somebody's going off. If somebody all of a sudden goes off on you, you can just grant them some grace. Remove yourself from the situation. Don't just let people be doing you wrong. But like, because you now know this is a full moon time and it's in Aries, folks might be tripping. Hey, Debbie. Welcome, Debbie. I'm so glad you're here. Hug Fatty for me. Now, another thing about this moon and the emotional part of it is, and this Aries energy is Chiron is there. Whew. Yeah, that just be taking my breath away sometimes. So Chiron is there, which is the wound. So it might be a wound regarding the body because Aries always represents the body. So wounding regarding the body, or just wounding in general. It could be like wounding from your childhood because Aries is a sign of youth, could be illuminated. But remember, it's the full moon. So you might just be like, I just finally feel really healed up from that. That might be what some of us experience with this moon. I will say that Mars is really negatively impacted right now. it's being squared by Mercury, which rules Gemini. And so it might be like this clash between like action and thinking. It could be something like that we're feeling between you and a sibling, you and a friend, maybe even you and a child. It could be some type of clashing going on. So it could be things like that coming up with this moon. Um, and then Neptune is negatively impacting this Aries, or they're having a negative meeting. They're kind of like arguing right now, and what's going to happen is like something is going to kind of like pop off, and some of us might really be struggling with like mental. I'm trying to think how to describe it. Mental health could be something that a lot of people are struggling with right now. Um, as well as, I don't know, it could be even like something spiritual just because of that Neptune in Pisces. So this moon, it's not the most fun moon. That's why in the beginning I was like, this moon can bring us some good stuff, but the good stuff may come through something kind of like it feels like it's a poke, and it's like you get activated, but it's not through like you feel so motivated. It'll be more of like I'm frustrated and I'm making um these moves. It has some good energy in it too, don't get me wrong. I'll talk about that a little bit more, but when I saw the part about explosive reactions, impulsive behaviors, these are things fighting, wounds, like maybe just, be a little extra cautious because Aries is a sign where we may see things like accidents happen. We might bump ourselves, burn ourselves. I know a lot of times when Ogun is trying to get my attention, I get burned, and I mean, I it's one toe. It's not multiple toes. It's one toe I'm a bump, and I'm like, okay, Ogun, what you want? Because one time I bumped that toe 5 or 6 times, and I was like, I don't know what clue I'm not catching, but this toe is about to get broken if I don't do something about it. So just be a little bit cautious with this moon. It could be, be cautious with the driving, just take your time, don't be in a rush, all that kind of thing. Okay. Who is the god of Ogun? Ogun is the deity. That is his name, Ogun. His Odu is Ogunda. So questions to ponder are, where are you on new projects and new beginnings? And these new projects could have been started in 2021, and you've just been slowly but surely like where you are at this particular juncture on the project, where you want something that is new that popped off. I want to say you could go back to last year, but maybe even since June, some new beginning that has taken off for you. Tell you what, I definitely have taken off a lot of new beginnings. Ah, okay. Uh, yes, 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 yes. Glad you love it. Sierra, glad you love it. Okay, so what is this moon bringing up from under the surface regarding wounding or your body, which we've already talked about that. Now, I think it was I don't know why, but for some reason Paulette and someone else, maybe Keita May, brought up something that I felt like was going to stand out. And for some reason, I think it's being courageous. So this full moon is maybe going to reveal to you where you need to be courageous. A good example is um, Eileen is going to the DR, first time using her passport. That's courageous. That's such a good example. She's doing something new. That is such a good example of the new moon in Aries. I mean, the full moon, excuse me, in Aries. You see the culmination. She's been courageous all year long, well, really over a year now. because she's told y'all that she worked with me for a year, and she transformed her life. She had a lot of courageous steps that she had to take and things that she had to do. Actually, this DR trip, there we go, going alone. Aries is a sign where you'll do things by yourself. It's number one. That's why it clashes with Libra, because Libra's like, hey, let's go hang out. Let's go have some fun. And Aries is like, why? Why do we need to go hang out? I'm good. I don't need to go hang out with you, right? Or if Aries is there, it's like, I'm just gonna talk about me. And doesn't necessarily mean an Aries person, but someone who's carrying that vibration. Um, but yeah, to this trip is like a culmination of all the work. She'd been talking about making this trip for a while, to be honest with y'all. So it's such a good example of this Aries moon. She's going alone, first time. It takes a lot of courage to do these kinds of things, but she's been working on it all year. So you want to be thinking about, where do you need to be courageous? Do you need to be courageous and be like Keita May and draw more boundaries and tell people no? That's courageous. There's a lot of people who can't do that. Most of us can relate. If we aren't like her, we were like her at some point, for the majority of us, right? Um, for some of us, the courageousness is, you need to go on. Okay, Virgo Bliss is another good example. She is moving. That takes a lot of courage. And she just said, you know what? Plans changed, but I'm still going. Me and my son, we're going to still go. So that takes a lot of courage. Such a good example of what's going on at a full moon in Aries. These are the kinds of things you want to be thinking about. Some of us need to be courageous and do what? Start something new. Maybe there's a project you've been working on, and there's something you need to do, but you haven't done it. Like, a lot of women don't like to stand out, so they don't want to get on video. They don't want to, advertise themselves. They don't want to put themselves out there to find new business. So this is a moon where you can allow this energy of Aries to really open up your energy so that you can um, you know, take that courageous step and go for it, right? Do whatever it is that you're afraid to do. There's a saying, and somebody might quote it better than me if you want to write in the chat. You did it scared. I was scared, but I did it anyway, right? This is how we stay on path with our destiny. When we talk about this destiny over here in Ogunda, destiny. This is why Ogunda is so good with destiny, is because Ogunda is like, no, we are not going to stop until we get there. And whatever we have to do, I will be courageous enough to do it. So these are the kinds of things that we want to be thinking about. Look at that. Went alone to Panama. I love that. Yes. I really had to step out to travel with my sister back in May. Yeah, and the other thing too is Felicia is Aries. If you have Aries energy, there's a lot of stuff you want to do alone. It's just how it is. People with a lot of Mars energy, that's just how it is. A lot of Aries energy, that's just how it is. I'm proud of you, Paulette. I was scared of recording myself, and I did it this week. Yay! Working my way to post it. So I want you to think about this. If you don't share your offer, who's going to miss out, Paulette? Right? So a lot of times we do things like that, not even for ourselves. We do it for the people who are dependent on us. And no, there's somebody who will only learn about whatever it is that you're talking about from you. Okay? See, Felicia sounds like the consummate Aries. Fear don't stop me. It pushes me. I love that, Felicia. Yeah, so beautiful. Pluto going direct. When does Pluto go direct? I can't remember the date. Let me see here. Pluto. It affects this moon not directly. Let me see here. Where's Pluto? I guess you could say it's a wide orb. So yes. Um, I hadn't actually counted Pluto in there because it is a wide orb. It's at 26 degrees and the moon is at 16 degrees, but we're going to count that. So actually, yes, Shamika, very good question. I'm glad you asked that. So, of course, Pluto has to do with transformation. Actually, Pluto brings even more intensity to this moon, more activation, more. I think this moon, it has the possibility of bringing it to your face where it's like, we're gonna have a come to goddess moment on you, come to Jesus moment on you. Okay, we're gonna need for you to, you're gonna face this, right? But it might be something that kind of sparks and pokes you into there. Um, it also might bring in like power and control issues into the mix. So it's, yeah, it could bring in some power and control issues. And it might even be like power and control issues over money or moving up the ladder, or maybe you want to be known for one thing, but somebody's like, no, don't do that. We don't, that might make the rest of us look bad, or I don't know, whatever it is, discouraging you. Or just in general power and control issues. But it has the possibility of transforming maybe some relationships between you and someone else, maybe you and somebody who you were in a love relationship with, or you and somebody who, um, like a bestie, somebody you have a one-to-one relationship with. Um, if anybody has anything going on in business, it could feel like a spark, where it's like, Mm, that there is something that needs to happen with your business, and you're just like, I'm just going to dig deep and get it done. Or maybe you dig deep into your resources, but it feels like it's from a place of like your back is up against the wall, but you just got to do it. And when you do, you're going to greatly benefit from it, but you will be like, that was hard. That took a lot of courage. It does bring in money topics because Pluto does have to do with money. But let me tell y'all something. This Pluto with money, a lot of it has to do with like, um, to a certain degree, stepping into your destiny. Um, and it has to do with like, you have to go deep. You have to go into the mysteries. And maybe it's more like, how are you going to attract the money, or what's in you that's keeping you from getting the money that you want. And you've got to let that go. You've got to release it, let it go so that you can, open yourself up to fully receive. So let's see if there's anything else before I keep going in that. Perfect moon for entrepreneurs, engineers, innovators, fitness professionals, people in the military, first responders, creatives, and people who work with metal and leaders. This may not be a feel-good moon. If you have sun, moon, or ascendant in Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn, you may not like this moon. This moon may not feel good to you. You may be like, I'm not loving this moon. Okay, so let me see here. What other notes did I write down here? I do think that this moon can be a healing moon, especially for the body. So allow that. And I've talked about that. One thing I did put is the moon equals what do you need? So what do you need regarding Aries topics? And again, just to make it real simple, it could be the body, or just something that's new that you're doing. You may feel something that like you have a need, or you feel like you have a need. And it could be something emotional. People don't understand. A lot of our success comes from dealing with our emotions. I think it was Deborah who mentioned She feels more grounded. I don't know exactly the words, but she feels better in her emotions. That is a way to manifest more of what you want in your life, y'all. For real. Good. You and me both, Felicia. And okay. I'm gonna come back to this. I'm doing this now. I'm going over the moon because there is some really good energy in this moon. There's some really good energy. It is rough. I'm not. I don't want to sugarcoat it. I want y'all to be ready, but it can be a moon that we love. It really can. Like some of us ain't gonna sleep tonight. um. Okay. So the thing in this moon. Let me see here. How are you doing in healing your body, your hormones, and any wounding that is coming up for you? And in this moon, because the moon is also opposite Venus, there's this concept of like my need versus my desire. And so you want to be looking at, you know, if you're weighing them, which one is the most important for you right now? If it's in your body, maybe you go with what you feel like you need. If it's regarding relationships or clothes and fashion, because that's Libra, then go with your desires. But it may be some balancing act that needs to happen between your need versus your desire. Maybe you need to differentiate between the two. Maybe this moon is going to help you. You think you need it, but it's actually really a desire. And maybe that's a good thing to recognize. Um, so in this moon is we have Saturn here in Aquarius. Okay. So that's sending supportive energy to this moon. And then to Sun and Venus is sending supportive energy there. Okay. And so what I wrote here was those who follow the plan will thrive. Okay. Those who follow the plan will thrive. And structure and boundaries is the key to success. So that's some wisdom you can take from this moon moving forward. Okay. Also, air energy is key. Air energy is key. So what is the air? Whew, we got Omar's down here in Gemini. And that's the mind. Okay. So I would say one of the things is work on your mindset. Okay. That's something good to do. Work on your mindset. We have the sun in Libra, which has to do with support, which has to do with connections. How did I write this? Relationships. How are you going to be? How can you work on relationships over the next 6 months or so to help you, continue working on whatever it is that you're working on? Where do relationships come in? The other word I want to give is support. Libra has really taught me when you have that going on, maybe you need to pay somebody for some support, like a trainer, a coach, a therapist. Maybe you have a lot of us have talked about clutter and hoarding. Maybe you need to pay somebody to help you get rid of some of that stuff, right? So it could be support. Maybe you want to get a housekeeper. Some people may want a housekeeper. You need that. And it's just because you want it. Look, I just said that need versus desire. Maybe you need it, maybe you desire it, is what I'm trying to say. It don't matter. Get somebody the housekeeping service if you want it. And then we have Saturn over here in Aquarius, and for Aquarius I wrote community. So your mind and your mindset, maybe even your skills for Gemini, um, relationships. Now, one thing that I always talk about with relationships also in Libra is you might want to be looking at like, do you have healthy relationships with food or with technology or whatever? It may not necessarily be with other people, but definitely relationships with other people, support, and community. Write down like what is the moon revealing to you about these and how you need to move forward. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I noticed myself. Notice I would tell myself, calm down, be slow to reacting. I love that, Natasha. Okay. So this moon has and it's just a astrological technique, so y'all just have to accept it because it'll be boring if I explain how I got it. But this degree is Aries, which is action, Leo, which is inspiration, and Libra, which is all about having fun. I will say it's Aries and Leo brings a lot of creativity. So this moon actually can help us be more creative. Libra actually is a very creative sign. So I'm going to also give this moon the creativity badge. This moon is very creative, very action oriented. And maybe some of it will be around like maybe we'll just be like really creative with words or in how we use our skills or anything that we have to create that is about communication or something. So I say, Paulette, go on ahead and put the video out. The last week food has been a struggle, but when I noticed, I took a moment to pay attention. That's a very good application of this moon, Felicia, and what I'm describing. So I love that you said that. Okay, I've talked about anger. Now, the one thing I will say is this moon could potentially bring up suppressed anger from the past, from past hurt relationships, and it can show you how to move past wounding in order to shine. It can show you how to move past wounding in order to shine. And also maybe to kind of free up your courage. If you're struggling with having courage to do something, it can help with that. I do think this moon is going to open up a lot of this for us, okay? Because it's a full moon. So, yes. Okay, so I'm just going to take a moment really quickly. We'll put this one on. Just to have a little bit of, just a little taint of music so we can break things up a little bit. Oh, good. It's just an hour. Come on, y'all. Let's dance. All right. I need to check my email and see. I know Deborah said she sent me an email. I think that's what Deborah was saying. I might have not heard it right. Okay, Paulette and Deborah. Noise. And that's all I need. Don't nobody else need to request a reading. Two is enough. Nice. Could you send me your details, Deborah? I think I've read for you, Paula. Okay, I had it. I'm just not seeing it. Okay, Eileen. Eileen, if you want one, that's fine. I can do 3. Oh, I didn't see it. Okay, I think I need Paulette. I probably can do more than 2. Let me finish. Yeah. Okay. Got you. Got you, Paulette. Ah, that's where my son is in San Juan. Good, Bliss. I can do Eileen and Shamika. I can do y'all if y'all want. Let me know if y'all send it though, okay? All right, y'all, let me see you. Looks like I can see you. Yeah, I have time, Eileen. Yeah, I've read for you so many times. I can do that. Okay. Are we? Is it Kings County? I just talked to somebody from Kings County. She was like, Yeah, that's Kings County. Brooklyn, Kings County, honey. Okay, Eileen, I see that. Oh, that is so good. I love that. Okay. Let me see here. I love this music. It was created by Sharkey, instructor, or the creator of Sharkey, the belly dance that I love so much. Okay, so before I start, I'm just gonna go do this really quickly. Thank y'all for letting me take that break and getting that set up. It's gonna be so fun. I love doing live readings. So let's just really quickly. Where are my cheat sheets? Oh Lord. Oh, wait a minute, maybe they're here. Yeah. I want to just really quickly go through the signs, and this will be fun because that means that when we look at the ladies' charts, the sistars' charts, we'll be making some connections here. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. For Aries, this is going to be a very impactful full moon. Again, Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn. This moon it'll feel very strong to you, okay? Aries may even really want to be cautious. If you are Aries, you may want to be very cautious with like keeping yourself healthy. Hey, honey, how are you? Okay, good. I'm glad you like the music. So yeah, be cautious with your body with this full moon and just keeping your health in check. If you feel like maybe I'm doing a little bit too much, you might want to pull back a little bit, okay? But this is definitely helping you to like see something about some new beginnings that you have been under. I'm just giving y'all heads up. Y'all really need to get ready because these eclipses moving into your first house next year is you can't help but make changes. You're gonna have to make some changes, okay? Now for Taurus, this is happening in the 12th house. Tauruses may not be sleeping, all right? Our 12th house is lit up. It's got the full moon in it. It's a lot of energy going on in the full moon. But maybe some of the Tauruses feel like, you know what? I've been doing some really deep internal work, and you might begin to kind of see the result of it. Like for me, it's the subconscious mind. I'm a Taurus moon, and one thing about this is I am beginning to get this thing that I've been working on with like eating in a certain way and exercising. It's definitely becoming more of like healed up. And part of it has been I have been doing a lot of hypnosis on myself and using subliminals, which is that 12th house. But this could be bringing up something spiritual as well as like something regarding your spending. Oh my God, this is so me. Maybe some of the Tauruses are like, "Ooh, I really have been spending way too much money here lately." And then the other one about the 12th house would be sleep. Maybe even foreign travel, getting away. Like Tauruses are like, "Oof, I just need to get away a little bit more." Might be a little bit more inward, and all of this will be coming up. Like the things that are very dark, Taurus will see this. Okay, this may be kind of an emotional moon for the Tauruses because of that. Now, for Gemini, this is happening in your 11th house. So the Geminis may be seeing something like something standing out about friends, something standing out about your goals, or maybe some progress that you've been seeking to make. Maybe you're going to see something about this progress, right? This is it's actually a money house. The 11th house is a money house. So for some of the Geminis, something about money, especially as related to your job, because the 11th house is being gainful from your work. So that might be coming up for you also. And also something about technology or broadcasting yourself, being a part of like a larger community activism, something like that for the Geminis. Now for the Cancerians, this has, oh my gosh, y'all can't see the thing. I just noticed. Okay, so for the Cancerians, it's in the 10th house. So I started here at number 1 for the Aries, 12 for Taurus, 11 for Gemini. So now I'm at 10 for Cancer. So for Cancers, there's something about career or maybe something that you're known for that could be coming up. Maybe you're going to be known for something new, something different. You might have been working on something and now you're like, yes, I finally see all this hard work I've been putting into this. It could have something to do with your marital status also, because the 10th house for women can indicate marriage or divorce. Okay. But the 10th, it could have something to do with the father. The 10th house has to do with the father. So this could be, and Aries is masculine. So this could be revealing something to you about your father. Okay. Next for Leo is the 9th house. This could be revealing something to you about foreign travel. Also for you about goals. It may be like Leos feel like, oh man, I have achieved so many of the goals I wanted to achieve. It could be some new goals or, or maybe a new perspective on your goals is given to you. The ninth house has to do with foreign travel. So it could be something about foreign travel. I know Eileen, y'all gonna see her chart. So she's a Leo rising. So this is like so exact on point. She's a representative house on point for Leo. It has something to do with spirituality. So just something, optimism, something about like how you see the world is going to be coming up with this full moon. And maybe you're going to see, oh, I haven't had the right perspective. I need to like expand how I think about things. Or maybe you're like, wow, I finally have reached a whole new perspective in life. So it has to do with studying, also learning something new for the Leos. Now for the Virgos, it's the 8th house. Virgo, Capricorn, and Tauruses, this could be a very emotional moon because these are the emotional houses, the 12th, the 8th, and the 4th. That's where it's happening for you all. So for the Virgos, this has to do with change and transformation, which Bliss is a Virgo. As you can see, her name is Virgo Bliss. And look at her, she's moving, right? Change. Um, it has to do with your psychology, deep wounding. The way I also describe the 8th house is like it's very important that you do deep, deep self-care. I always tell people as much money as you can afford to spend on your self-care, you need to do it. And it might be you go get massages or you enroll in some type of transformational healing program or something like that. It also has to do with it's a money house, so it could do with money that comes from somebody else. It's shared resources. Also, maybe you live with somebody and y'all got shared resources, or money that comes to you. You don't earn it, but some kind of way it comes into you. It does have to do with taxes, death, debt. It's a very problematic house. It's not a good house. Let me not say it's not a good house. It's not a fun house, but it is a house that will help where you can rebirth yourself. So some of the Virgos may be feeling like you're rebirthing yourself. And then the next one is going to be for Libra. So this one has to do with this full moon is going to be in your house that has to do with relationships, like marriage, one-to-one relationships, partnerships, could be business, something like that. Bringing some type of realization or some type of culmination in those topics. It also has to do with contracts. So maybe somebody is signing a contract, or maybe somebody is like, okay, this contract is ending. It could be something with, let me see here. I said relationships, marriage. Support. Maybe some of the Libras are like, I need some support. I'm getting ready to pay somebody getting ready to help me. Or, maybe some of the Libras are actually going to finally be coaches because Libras are so good at coaching and consulting. So it could be something like that. Next is the Scorpios. So this is happening in your 6th house. The 6th house has to do with health and wellness, routines, illness, work, pets. So it could just be some revelation, or maybe you're finishing some project that you've been working on. Um, you know, Maybe there's something you've been working towards and you're going to get it. Maybe you've been waiting to get a job and you're going to get word that you're going to get the job. Okay. Now this could happen over the next 2 weeks, right? The full moon lasts 2 weeks. Let's see here. This does have to do with your health and wellness routine. So you could be like, oh yeah, I'm finally doing really well. Or you realize, ooh, I haven't been doing this. I need to start doing that. So it could be something like that, and something regarding your pets. For people with pets, it could just be pet topics come up, something like that for the Scorpios. Next is Sagittarius. It's the 5th house, creativity, pleasure, romance, sex, good fortune. Actually, Virgos could feel very sexual right now. as well as the Sagittarius, because the fifth and the eighth house, a lot of times it can make you feel sexual, and it's Aries. Come on now, y'all. All right. Some of the Sagittarius might be finding out they having a baby, right? Maybe some of the Sagittarius are like, "Ooh, I'm finally found somebody who I really want to date," or some topics around dating. Also having fun. This might be a moon where the Sagittarius are like, "Oh, I'm having such a good time." Um, Let me see here. Or you realize you need to have a good time. Another one is this could be a very creative moon where the Sagittarius are like, I've been working on this and now I realize, I'm realizing this. Um, it could be you're going to get some revelation that will help you to move forward. Now, I'm touching on these very lightly. You'll see me be able to do a little bit of a deeper dive with the sisters who get the readings. But you have to think about everything that I said in the beginning. So I brought up topics of wounding. I brought up topics of relationships, something like that. You want to think about everything that we've talked about and see how does it apply to what I'm also saying about what area of life this is happening for you in. Okay, so for Capricorn, this could be bringing up topics regarding your mother, actually. But this could be a very emotional moon. The Capricorns are not always known to be very emotional. So don't panic, Capricorn, if you feel a little bit emotional, because this is in the fourth house, which has to do with emotions. Could be, Capricorns are ultra sensitive right now. So if you're a Capricorn, you might feel ultra sensitive. Tender, but it could be bringing up topics regarding mom, the home, family. What else? It could be the father also. Parents could be bringing up topics regarding parents. Now, again, Capricorns, you are one of the groups who may be finding out like some new beginning is kicking off, or you're seeing the result of some new beginning that has happened. Something big may like really manifest right now as a result of that new beginning. Let's see here. And y'all could just downright be more intuitive at this point, Capricorns. Next is Aquarius. This is happening in the third house. The third house has, okay, hold on. I need to put you on pause. Sagittarius's, this moon could be bringing something out about your giftedness. That was the thing I couldn't remember that I wanted to say. Like maybe you're going to be on center stage or something like that, or you'll be feeling more confident in whatever your gift is. It could be something like that. All right, we're moving back to Aquarius in the third house. So for Aquariuses, this house be doing the most. Okay, so I don't know. This moon could bring up one or two things, even though the list is like 25, because the third house just be doing the most. But suffice it to say is it could be bringing up topics around travel for Aquarius. Aquarius is like, I just want to make a quick trip somewhere. I don't feel like being here all the time. Maybe you're feeling more creative. This is kind of, it's the full moon. Okay. Aries could make, I notice sometimes Aquarius is in their minds. I don't know if they're too mental or what it is, but it could be bringing up something about like how you're doing in your mind, your mental health, but also it could be giving you a lot of ideas, and you want to get your pen and paper out and write them down. It could have something actually for Aquarius and Capricorn, something regarding the car, vehicle, traveling, something like that. Something about your area, your local community for Aquarius could be changing. I know Aquarius is experiencing that right now. Learning, this is another thing. Maybe you've been working to learn something and you're going to finish it, Maybe you start learning something new. You have made progress in learning something like that. Also has to do with siblings, neighbors. This moon could bring up something about friends, co-workers. And of course, as I always say, last but not least, patient Pisces. The second house has to do with money. So maybe Pisces is recognizing that they have some extra money. Maybe something about money is coming up where you're like, oh, I saved this money, or I've done a good job of budgeting my money. Or it might just be saying, hey, you need to get with it, Pisces, on your money. You need to do a better job with your money. Maybe Pisces is going to be doing some healing work that is preventing them from doing, being responsible with their money. And then money, passion, possession, income. Maybe it's something new that you're going to get. You're going to manifest something new. This is a manifesting house. So like actually let me see here. This is Pisces, Cancer. No, Pisces. I don't know which one. Let me see. Pisces. Yes. Pisces, who's the sixth house? Scorpio and Taurus. No, not Taurus. Who is the 10th house? Cancer? Yeah. The water signs could actually manifest something physically, some material manifestation. But also this moon could be asking Pisces, how are you doing with your health? Are you taking care of yourself? How are you doing with your eating? Or maybe you're doing better. Maybe you're getting healed up from something regarding your body and healing or something like that. Self-care is definitely a topic. So just here are some of the affirmations. You can look it up. I do encourage you to use some affirmations to imbue yourself with this energy of Aries, to take it into the rest of this year, into Aries season. See, we are working to get to the end of this calendar year, but we also want to get to Aries. So now we're in a waning phase when it comes to Aries. This is the Aries full moon. The next moon is the new moon. So what happens between the full moon and the new moon is waning time, right? It's the waning period. So, yeah. Okay. So yeah, things to do, make sure you light your candles, write down like what are your revelations, maybe what's coming to you, because what comes to you is going to help you. It's like maybe even your future self is informing your current self on what is to come, and it's giving you what you need to know now for out in the future. It's telling you exactly what you need to do, okay? I will say Aries is an energy of strategy, because you have to remember this is an athlete or warrior, and they are all about strategy. So Aries you could be getting some strategy moving forward. And I just want to pull up cedar, eucalyptus, patchouli, frankincense, and geranium. Move, dance, exercise, work your muscles, especially. Aries is not cardio. A lot of Aries you will meet, they hate cardio. They like working their muscles, okay? So you want to make sure you work your muscles. And it's in a way to connect with the inner warrior, okay? Okay, so let's see here. I think I'm going to go back with that one. That one was pretty popular. Just give me a moment. I want to pull up the chart. So yeah, we got the live readings, but I hope y'all join me for the retreat. Okay. Pulling up the charts right now. So I'm not going to let the birth details be seen, but I'm going to pull the charts up because it helps everybody learn. Plus, then y'all going to get some info. Deborah. Deborah, do you know yourself as a Cancer rising? I just want to make sure I have it. Yeah, April 25th, right? Yes. Wow. Wonderful. I'm not mad at you. I am not mad at you. So this even explains some of why, Debbie, you were saying this week is going a little bit well. Got you. Okay, so I'm going to start out doing the readings, but trust and believe I'll be jumping through all three charts or hopping around all three charts. Okay. Okay. So hold up. Paul. Well, let me go back to the comments. What did I miss? Gemini. Okay. Yeah, Felicia. And I told y'all, because I am a Taurus moon. And so I'm supposed to be traveling to Egypt next year. So that's blowing my mind. What did Eileen say? Ocean Kimmy? Oh, no, that was Felicia. Yes. This is so funny. Oh my God. Okay, so yes, I saw everybody's. Okay, so, all right. The first one is going to be Deborah. Over here, I'm going to put down there that way. Okay, so let's see what is going on. And part of the reason I'm doing this is I kind of want to show y'all what I do. And, it's a mini reading, so it's just a taste. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, okay. I already see something. So she's a Cancer rising. Do y'all remember what we said for the Cancers? Something regarding career and what she's known for. Even her Venus is involved in this. L2TS. Okay, so this is, hold on, let me blow myself up. This is my Oracle deck. I use it in my readings. And okay, Ocean Kimmy. It's my Oracle deck. It's what I use to do my readings, called the Metunetter. So I always combine this with the chart. Okay, so yeah, you have energy spread out, which kind of makes you, what's the word I want to use? It's kind of like you have access to all the elements. You kind of feel like you are, you're balanced in all the signs and the elements. You can kind of access them all. That's nice. That's real nice. How to hesitate making the servitors of his enemies, unlike that about him making fettering the several day that destroying enemies, never try not making stand jet and jet to. Salutation of power, Father, Mother, Supreme Being comes as to T. Thanks for the worst of all. My heart will have belong to you. I need to. Energy surrounding Deborah. Okay. Oh, Okay, let's see what's going on. So the energy I have for Deborah from the Metunetter is Ma'at Hetep. And I know Deborah will know what that means. I'm pretty sure she will. So the first thing that I'm going to do is let's look at how the moon is going to affect Deborah. So she is a Cancer rising, and that means that this moon is happening up here in the 10th house. So it has to do with um, what she's known for, career, maybe even something with a parent could be coming up. Maybe even you as a parent, but more than likely one of your parents could be the father. I just say that because Aries is masculine. But something else is you have to look at the degree. She has her Venus at the 13th degree. So that's very close to this moon. And so there is definitely something with money because Venus has to do with money, relationships, at work. So I don't know. I do think that you have been transforming because that Chiron up there is that Chiron is woof, it's been real close to your Venus. And so that has to be kind of like making you really look at topics of like self-worth, self-value, how you see yourself, physically. A Let me see here, self-worth, self-value. Yeah. And so, or it could be making you like ask yourself about um maybe business relationships or relationships at work, relationships with people who you work with, could even be something about entrepreneurship and business. But it's something that you may have been like really struggling with. So this moon can kind of highlight that. If you want to make some changes, I want to say that this is a good time for you to be looking at changes that you need to make. Use this moon to see what changes are being asked of me regarding Venusian had her root things. Look at you. You knew. You said had a root. That is the same energy as had her root. Okay. This energy is really going to be heightened for you. And again, I would say, I don't know, I just hear self-worth, self-value. Um, the thing that I love about your chart, because how am I bringing in my aunt? If you look at my aunt, well, I'm gonna just stay focused. In the corner of the card is Jupiter. He put Jupiter on this card. So I always say, okay, if I see my aunt, what is Jupiter doing? That's how I link these together. And so let me tell you something. Jupiter is bringing some blessings to your career point. And I can tell you it has to do with teaching, or it has to do with entrepreneurship because this is Aries, or it has to do with you stepping up in leadership as this wise person, right? This very wise woman, maybe even an expert of some sort. But okay, so Jupiter went across your career point and now it's going back into Pisces. And maybe you're going to go get another certification, or maybe you're going to go like pull from the shelf of like higher education that you have or some higher level expertise. You're going to revisit that again. And then you're going to really be ready to maybe take it into a business, or um, you'll feel confident about going into higher leadership or something like that. It's a lot of blessings coming your way with Jupiter going through here, because Jupiter is like my aunt, is good fortune. And you've already had two times Jupiter has hit your career point, but Jupiter is going to go over your Venus next year and your Mercury. And so I do think that this is going to bring like this up level of some sort in career, what you're known for. This whole new perspective. You may find that you're like, whoa. And I kind of know Deborah, so I even have ideas of what this is going to be. But you may be next year like, I'm ready to step up and teach and be known for this or whatever. Or people will just be like, you are so wise. We need you to come and do this. But you could become more gainful. You can make more money. You really want to be using this moon to prepare yourself for that. You better know you're going to have changes next year because you are Cancer rising. Any Cancer, just know, but especially Cancer rising, there are big changes coming to you. And that is because this is where the eclipse is going to be, and it's taking you in a new direction in terms of career. Let me see here. Libra for you is the fourth house. You may move. You may start feeling like I want to move some other place. Could be you start working from home. If you're not working from home, you could start working from home, or maybe you're going to start a new job working from home. But it's definitely something is going to change. It could be the foundation of yourself. You talked about the emotions. It could be, you know, something like that even more next year. Next year, that part of the eclipse is asking you to release and let go. And I think it's really important for you to release and let go regarding like self-worth, self-value, things like that. Um Maybe even something with relationships. I don't know if you have some unhealed relationships. That's something else that my art is about. Forgive, forgive, forgive. Have gratitude. Let me see here. For you, when that Mercury gets hit, that's going to be the third house. So it's and it's your moon. So again, I do think that there's a lot of blessings that you'll find coming your way um, because of this Jupiter transit next year, Deborah. And the third house has to do with traveling, and it has to do with communication, even the mind. So I don't know if you want to be a mindfulness teacher, but it could be something like that. But it also could be maybe you're going to write a book, or you're just going to get out and start talking, maybe start networking more, having some more connections that way. And then your sun is going to get hit. Wow. Yeah, I see next year as being extremely uh abundant for you. And the eclipses that are happening, so I have to jump, y'all. I'm sorry. I am so curious about this. So there's going to be eclipse, and I will go over this in the next lunar the new moon retreat. Okay. So this eclipse is going to be at 16 degrees of Taurus. So that's not super close to your sun. Okay, I think I'm just going to bring up another one, and that way I'll have both. 2023. And then the eclipse next year. So actually, the eclipse this month is going to significantly impact your sun sign, Deborah. Taurus. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I really recommend that you be ready for a lot of change next year. Now, the eclipse is happening this month, on the 25th, I think it is. Is Let me bring these over. Whatever I'm looking at. Okay, right here. What is this? 2022. Yes, 4 degrees. Oh, it's gonna happen opposite your sun. This upcoming eclipse is gonna happen. So abundance is indicated, which is my eye, and it's all about you expanding and going in a new direction, and operating according to the laws of the universe. She's about the balance and the scales of justice. So making sure that you have balance in your life, especially regarding your career. And the thing about you is it might be that you know you should be standing out more, but you resist standing out more. You're more of like, let's be a part of the collective, the community. We're all equal. But this new moon is asking you to balance that out. At some point, you really do need to stand out. Okay. The sun rules your second house. So yeah, the eclipses, have been activating. Yeah. Yeah, the eclipses go out that way. Yes, okay. The eclipses are going to activate this sun, baby. And I do like that for you. This eclipse is very important for you because it is on your sun. And I think it's important for you to set this is in on the 25th is what I'm talking about. Set some intentions around career and watch them happen, but you really will have to be willing to stand out, Deborah, okay? Um Another thing is Lilith is so there's been something with the body that you could be feeling like you're dealing with. Like maybe, let me see here. Lilith is kind of like where you felt disempowered, and maybe you've been working on your body to feel more empowered or something like that. That has been activated. She's going to activate your Mars at some point, which is going to again bring up issues around career. So I see quite a bit going on with the career. Saturn is in your 8th house. That's been rough. That's been rough. That has been rough. So yeah, that has been that when I talked about self-care, putting structure around it, making sure that you have self-care built in, period, with a T. It's been rough on the Cancerians because of that. That Saturn being over there. But it's actually kind of helping you to, yeah, get healed up. It could be bringing up some money topics like shared resources, maybe having some more boundaries around that. What else do I want to highlight? Okay, so Mars is over here in Gemini in your 12th house. And you remember how I talked about the 12th house is where you take that time to go into your subconscious mind and to heal what's in, it's like what you can't see, but it's affecting you. That's what you want. You may be like wanting to learn more about the subconscious mind, NLP, hypnosis, doing things like that. It could be Mars, because Mars is going to be here until at least February. It's going to retrograde at the end of this month, and then it's going to go direct on January the 12th. And so it will be a lot going on there. So if you feel like stuff is coming up from your past, don't get scared of it. It'll be so that it's coming so that you can release it. Okay. Um, it could be bringing up way more creativity, but it's maybe you feel like you're a channel. Maybe you're feeling like you're like something is like telling me to say this. You may have had it all the time, but it feels amplified now. It could be bringing up topics of exercise and maybe like any mental blocks for exercise. This is about blind spots. So you could be finding blind spots in your thoughts, your beliefs, um, mindset. The 12th house is definitely about that, but it also could be bringing up topics of ancestors and past lives. And it's just on your mind because it's Gemini. It's just like on your mind. But know that a lot of it is coming up because Mars is like, come on, let's face it. Let's be direct. Pluto is right there by your woo, girl. Pluto is right there by that Saturn. Wow. I had to drink some water on that, Mom. Okay. First of all, Saturn in Capricorn is great. Let me see, is Deborah saying anything? You piqued my journal writing this morning. Been working out, muscles are back. Yes. Yes. Ooh, my eye mounted over your bed. Okay. So I'm just going to talk about this a little objectively, but everything that I'm saying is what I see in your chart. But I want to kind of talk about it like I'm not talking about you, Deborah, because, you know, this could be something that's a little bit sensitive, but we'll see. We'll see. First of all, I bet you've been married a long time. Saturn and Capricorn could indicate long relationship, okay? But Saturn in the 7th house, it could be a really good indication for marriage. And so that's one thing that I see indicated here. But you may feel like your marriage goes through some type of transformation. And it may not be an ending or anything like that, but just fundamentally how the marriage shows up. It could start shifting. Maybe it's some stuff that needs to be focused on, hadn't been focused on. Pluto, and it's already started. It's not even anything new. It's already started. Um, but honestly, I feel like this is you're good. I'm still on Deborah. I feel like this is gonna be bringing up topics of like maybe something regarding a dad, because Saturn can be the dad, or something regarding a boss, um, something regarding healing and wounding. So I think it's really going to come through more like that, like something psychological, something transformational needs to happen with you, maybe even in terms of like what you do. I think that you should be a coach or somebody who provides support, advice, being a consultant, and maybe you're going to like feel yourself transform into that since everything has been so focused on career, but also something healing in the body, transformational healing, deep healing. You will not be able to, it's going to be like this career thing and this thing with the body all mixed into one. Okay, got you. Yeah. Um, okay. But that's going to be, oh my God. It's going to be, I just need to tell you this. Pluto is at the 26th degree. I'm going to tell you when you're going to really start feeling it. December. Did Pluto get that far? Okay, so Deborah, I want you to think about, okay, you've already kind of experienced this. Starting around February, the top of February, something started really shifting for you. And it was feeling intense. Okay, it was feeling very, very intense. And this happened until maybe end of July, first few days of August. And you may have been like, what the heck is going on? This is so hard. Or you just are like, I just got to change. And it could be, again, something with the relationship, or it could be like something like you're weighing yourself, you versus others. Okay. You versus others. It could be something with the body too, now that I think about it, because there's an impact on your body. This is a huge change. And then Pluto goes over into Aquarius. It'll be a little while before Pluto hits your Jupiter, but it's going to feel, it's going to be, that's going to be in March. By March, you'll feel a shift, but also there's going to be a huge transformation that is underway for you. Okay. Huge transformation. So that's what I largely see in your chart with these current transits. Yeah. And then Lilith, yeah, it's something about transformation. I think you're going to end 2023 kind of like, I don't even know who I am. Tell me what you're thinking about all this, Deborah. Is any of it resonating? Did I hit on it? Okay, so I'm gonna pull two cards because this one kind of serious. I always like people to have some hope. What do y'all think about what I said? Everything resonates. Been going through transformation in my marriage. Yeah. That's a huge topic for you right now. And it really just is going to be like, whew. Yeah, December, something is going to be resolved by March because Pluto will go into Aquarius. I think it might even come back into Capricorn for a little while, and then it's going to pick it up again. That's rough. Yep. It is about you right now. Good. He'll catch on. As long as you live this chart out, it's going to be, you're going to win. What do you think about the career stuff? Okay, I'm glad I know Deborah, because I'm like, I don't know why this oracle is going so hard on you. I guess this oracle is like indicating the change that needs to happen. Huh. I'm sorry. I'm not pulling that one. I'm just not going to do it. Okay. I'm like, no. You're going to give me a word. Good word for Deborah. Okay. Oh, I took myself out. I thought I was in. Sorry. Okay. So I pulled 3 cards for you. One is called Grief, Jumbi, which is for masks, and Aizan, something like that. Okay, so the first one is Allah, and it says she's from the Igbo, ancient Earth Mother, oversees motherhood, fertility, and the afterlife. After death, humans return to the womb of Allah, replanted in the soul to reincarnate. She says, give spirit your grief, bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob, shriek, shed tears, surrender. You are holding unprocessed grief, which I can imagine. Let me pull your chart back up here. Is it in there? Because of this 12th house right here. You want to skip over it and get back to normal, but grief doesn't go away because you ignore it. The only way to healing is to walk through it. Losing, well, I don't know if you've lost a loved one, but it says losing a loved one is the ultimate heartbreak, but you also experience griefs after breakups, job loss, and disappointments. Self-care and self-care are required. Ask for support and be gentle with yourself. The goddess declaration is, I am supported by my loved ones, those who are seen, those who are unseen. Okay. See, I told y'all. Wow, the oracle does not lie. Yeah. Been thinking about creating a transformative program. Do it. Do it. Okay, Jumbi is 18. She has to do with, well, mask. Oh, I already pulled it up. She says, oh, these are a thing. It's called the Jumbi. It says Jumbis are scary, shadowy, otherworldly spirits and monsters of the Caribbean. Her shadow guidance is, where's the lie? Get quiet to get clear. Put your hand on your heart. Now, are you confused or are you afraid? Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. And this is the embodiment. Show your true face. Wearing a mask blocks your vulnerability and blessings. If you are wearing a mask, dare to reveal yourself. That's that shining part, I think. You are lying to others and to yourself. Wearing a mask is exhausting you. Just be you. If someone else is wearing a mask with you, you deserve clarity. Your relationship and connection is built on on lies. Their mask is a projection of your own. And her goddess declaration is, I am willing to remove the mask. All right, the last one, which I already showed y'all. Ayazan. Ayazan. I don't know how to say her name. Ayazan. Okay, so this one is called Miracles. She's a Mambo priestess. Ayazan is the wise Haitian Lowell, which is a deity, queen of the market, riches, and sacred initiations. Respect her as the highly venerated spirit of the first priestess. You are a magnet for miracles. You are a miracle. What if you truly allowed yourself to believe? All things are possible. Dare to dream bigger. I can see that for you. You claim you want miracles, but you take an I'll believe it when I see it approach. What if you see it after you believe it? Believe that you deserve to be, do, have the world you want for yourself. You can be your true self, do what awakens your soul, and have your desires. This is your life's miracle. If you haven't witnessed your miracle today, ask for it and allow it in. Declaration: my life is full of miracles. Okay, I hope you like that reading. Oh my gosh, I went too long. But that was good. I hope you liked it. I hope that was meaningful. I hope it really helps you moving forward. So before I pull up Paulette's chart, I did forget to, and thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Deborah, for letting me look at your chart publicly. So let me do a spread for the full moon. Okay, good, Deborah. Good. Okay. Something about music always just kind of breaks things up. I love this one right here. Let me drink a little water. Yes. I do see a lot of good fortune coming for you. I do see a lot of good fortune. Wow. Okay. Paulette, do you know yourself to be a Taurus? Where's Paulette? Do you know yourself to be a Taurus rising? Taurus moon, Taurus sun. Aquarius moon, Aquarius sun. Paulette. See, okay. Oh, okay. Hell to UTS, 2T, my conservators. Oh, I don't need to do it again. I already prayed it. Okay. So let's pull up Paulette's chart. Okay. Hold up, y'all. I'm supposed to be doing a reading for the community. My Pisces mind at work. Okay. Energy. What does this new moon want us to know? Okay, I'm gonna do this one right here. My Latinetta one. This is for everybody. Here's a full moon reading for everybody. Then we'll do Paulette's reading. Ooh, okay. Second card. Okay. Interesting. So y'all remember I talked about if you follow the plan, you're gonna that's who's gonna do the best. Follow the plan. Let me get my little notes out because I don't remember how I said it. Those who follow the plan will thrive. Structure and boundaries is key to success. The key to success. So this right here is planning, structure, boundaries. What does that look like for you? Okay. Yes, I do still have your info, Ocean Kimmy. Now, we'll say that this moon can help us have a lot of success because this card does indicate success. Okay. It has to do with success, but a lot of it is from success through hard work, structure, boundaries, being patient. Yeah. It also indicates chanting. So I don't know if y'all know, but when you chant, it unlocks spiritual powers. Um, you actually can chant and it will create like a manifestation of some sort. It's different things that we can chant about. So you can chant for prosperity and abundance, things like that. Okay. The second card I pulled was Geb in the negative. So this moon is talking about the body. So it's like some of us are not, we need to focus more on our body. Okay. Also, it has to do with like abundance and prosperity. Do you feel that there is enough? This moon may be helping to show us where we are, where we have a scarcity mindset. Okay. Um, it's like the full moon might be saying something like, you do have a lot of abundance in your life, but you just haven't been seeing it. Okay. This is get negative, so it's a little bit of challenging energy in there. So we need to be considering that. Okay, I'm gonna have to finish this water. Okay. So I'm going to tell me what stood out for y'all. That was a reading for everybody. What I just did. What stood out for you? And I'm gonna do another reading after Paulette's, and in between Eileen's reading. Okay. So I'm just trying to make sure your birth details are not showing. What am I doing? No. Oh, it's out of the stream. Okay. Okay, let's get a reading for Paulette. So right away, the thing that I see about Paulette is that she is she's a Taurus rising. Immediately, we know Taurus risings, they're having a lot going on for themselves right now. Paulette, I can see why you started saying you need to be more authentic and be whoever you used to be, you're not going to be anymore, because and this kicked off like maybe at the beginning of the year, because your ascendant degree is, at the beginning of the eclipses. The eclipse came in from Gemini into Taurus, and right away you started feeling something changing in you, in your life, everything going in a new direction. It's why you're like, no, I want to work differently. I want to, start some new stuff. I'm becoming a new person. So, that is you're doing exactly what the eclipses are saying. What is also kind of making the eclipses in Scorpio and Taurus even more impactful. Well, also, you had your Pluto eclipsed. Uh, yeah, right at the beginning. Well, maybe, yeah, since the top of this year. Transformation in terms of relationships. Maybe you've lost some relationships, or maybe there were things going on between you and your partner, and y'all were like, we're just gonna let this go. This is not healthy, or we need to let this go to help make our relationship healthier, better, something like that. But it is creating this shift and change just by being in your first and seventh house. There is a lot of change that's happening for you. Okay. So why is there so much focus on the parents? Well, like you have your moon here, you have your sun here, 10th house. First of all, it's your Aquarius house. It's a very, very important house for you. When these eclipses come back into Aquarius and Leo, wow. Um, yeah, wow. So okay, I think it'll be a bigger change to a certain degree than what's happening now. So, your parent, okay, the 10th house has to do with parent, family. It could have to do with a lot of times the dad, but some people say the mom. So a parent, you have the moon up here, a parent. You have the sun here, parent. And if we were to like take this chart and turn it so where Aquarius is at the first house, it would be like what is coming up for Aquarius is, oh, that's career. Okay, career. But the other part of the eclipse is for Aquarius, oh yeah, change in family. Big, huge changes in family, and career. So you're getting hit from all sides. Like you are truly going through a very transformational period. And so this energy, wait a minute, Sarah. Yes, I see. Going in a new direction with the family, being known for something new. And it's just like so much is creating this. You actually have a stellium, like you said, you're very Aquarius. You have a stellium in Aquarius. You've just had your Saturn return not too long ago. You're maturing, you're changing, and it is your parents will eventually get used to it because this is something you cannot suppress. You won't want to lie about it. Come on now. You are an Aquarius. Aquarius is not gonna lie. Aquarius has the need to be exactly who they are. So I can see why it feels very challenging for you regarding your parents, because this is a lot happening. But you are definitely having shifts in career. I can see why you're working on having your own business. I don't know if you're very wise too, because let me tell y'all something. Her moon is a crescent waning moon, and it's like there might be even some ancestral, like you might feel like you're an old soul, and you have a lot of wisdom, but people don't really recognize you for it, or it's like you'll know it and you'll try to tell people and then they get really mad at you. But I would say the number one thing about your chart that I see is you really need to go with the changes that you've been called to do. It will feel uncomfortable, but it's almost like you can't not do this. You have to do this. Let me see here. Oh yeah. So you just had a Mars return. Here's her Mars at 7 degrees. And so Mars at some point passed by there. Mars is going to go back to. So Mars is going to be retrograde, and it goes direct on the 12th at the 8th degree. So this Mars retrograde is going to be impactful for you. Where is your chart? Oh, move this one over here. Okay. This retrograde is going to be impactful because it's so close to your Mars. So actually, this could be creating for you the shift, just like I was talking to Deborah about. It's something about the subconscious mind is really shifting for you, and things coming up in your psyche. Your subconscious mind could be coming up, really becoming more spiritual. You could actually kind of feel like you're a channel also. Like you feel like you're getting messages. Maybe in the past you haven't felt super psychic, but you will be feeling that way. You may have been feeling like that has really gotten set off. But also, this is the house that has to do with money. It has to do with self-worth, self-value. So it could be topics of that. But I think that this has to do with you making more money. This is an opportunity for you to make money. So maybe it's been some ideas and you're going to have to revisit them, some opportunities. Let's see here. Gemini. Gemini is like being in the market, and I would say you want to work on your social media. Work on your social media for your business. If this was my chart and I was starting a new business or whatever you made this video for, if it has to do with marketing, I would be all over social media, baby. I would be learning how to do social media. I would be doing deep dives. This is a really good transit for that, but it is a good transit for money. Oh, also relationships. So I don't know what, I can't remember what you said about your partner. And y'all, this is water. It's not a soda, it's water. I don't want y'all to think I'm drinking a soda. And y'all gonna be like, no wonder you having problems with your weight. You drinking that soda. It's LaCroix water. Sometimes when I want a snack, I drink fizzy water. Let me see if Paulette's saying anything. Hey, Lerlyn. Glad you got that. Let me see here. What else do I see? So, this, I don't know what's wrong. Hold on a second, y'all. Got something in my throat. Probably need to sit down. I told myself to stop sitting so much. But I think I can sit down now. And I'm good. It's just talking for a while and not drinking enough water. Can y'all hear me? Oh my gosh. That's exactly right. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Okay. All right. So that's the Mars. Okay. So we've talked about the eclipses. Actually, this eclipse is going to be on your part of fortune is what this is called. And the part of fortune has to do with good fortune. So I don't know, you said something about herbs, your herb business, it could be that. Also think about your body. I don't know if you've ever thought about being a model, but Tauruses can be models or something with beauty. Maybe you want to start, maybe you're good at beauty. If you are having, you will find that you can have a lot of good fortune with doing things that are Taurus like. Even just, yeah, business entrepreneurship. This new moon or these eclipses in Taurus and Scorpio will definitely be giving you some opportunities at something new, making money as an entrepreneur, something like that. And I'm just kind of emphasizing that because I know that you are, you have a business. Aquarius is cracking me up. Y'all in two camps. It's either the camp that's like, oh girl, where's the camera? I'm ready to get on this camera and talk. And then there's the other camp that is like, I do not wish to be seen. You definitely need to be ready to be seen, Paulette. And maybe you're going to be working through anything the blocks that make you not want to be seen. But it's like you have so much at the top of your chart. It's important for you to know that you're going to be out there. Okay. It's something that you really want to accept. Let's see here. What else did I look at? Oh, I didn't pull a card, did I? Okay, so I already said the cards. Give me a reading for Paulette. I think that the Mars retrograde might be a little challenging for you. Okay. So I had to pull 2 cards for you. The first one that I pulled, and if I don't pull your chart back up, let me know, because sometimes I forget, but I want y'all to be able to see the card. Herakahuti is this. Okay, I'm gonna pull it back up. Herakahuti is this Mars energy. So, yeah, I really do think that there's something going on in the subconscious mind. I know it is. I mean, I'm a Taurus moon. I know. I am constantly like going in and looking, and I'm like, I gotta let this go. I gotta let that go. And I would say just move your body, get active, make sure you shake. If like you go through like a deep spiritual transformation or that doing that inner work, you really want to like shake or dance or move to keep the energy moving. You are one of the ones that might want to do that workout, working the muscles. And then, I talked about the self-worth and the self-value. This is like the goddess that you mentioned. I think it's very similar energy. This is Het Haru. And she has to do with abundance and prosperity. And she also has the law of attraction. So it's really important for you, especially with this Mars down here. I cannot overstate how important it is for you to make sure that you learn and use the law of attraction and know how it works. And a lot of it is going to be, maybe, I think for you, where are you in your self-worth? How are you doing with your self-worth? I think that it could really be that you could feel like maybe you've gotten some wounding around self-worth and self-value. And that is the thing to work on for you right now. You're like Deborah. So this Pluto is going to hit your North Node, which means it's going to be opposite your South Node. And you're like her. At the top of the year, you started feeling something. Maybe at the end of last year, there was this transformation regarding like how you see the world and, like opening yourself up and expanding and going in a new direction. And it is so transformational that it's like, and it's in your conscious too. It's like deep transformation. You can't not do it. And it has to do with like how you think, how you see the world, philosophy, maybe spirituality. But you are moving more. There's a transformation that is happening that will allow you to move more in the direction of your destiny. And it's like you can't stop it. You really can't. Connecting more to spirit. You're the shy one. Yeah, you need to just tell yourself, this is not something that is going to happen unless you make it happen. Okay. It's really important. I'm in a better place in my self-worth, but I definitely need to be confident in what I'm doing. Okay. So I think for you, is because you have Jupiter in Leo down here. The confidence for you will come. So number one, let me see here. How old are you? Oh, you must be close to 30 because you had your Saturn return. As you get deeper into your 30s, you will start feeling more and more confident, because a lot of times Aquariuses do struggle with confidence, but you really and truly, okay, let me tell you this. Confidence has to do with invoking the state of confidence. So you have to like remember, when were you confident? Where there was times when you were confident. You want to go access that within you. You want to be making sure that you're like, no, I am confident. Like you have to speak it. It's not something you actually go and get. It's who you are. Okay. And your confidence will come from actually being creative and shining. And it's like you just have to do it and you'll see, oh, it's not going to kill me and it's going to work. You really are somebody who needs to stand out. Okay, that was had Haru and let me see. Is there anything else I want to say? I'll think about it. Venus, where's Venus right now? Venus for you is over here in the 6th house. Okay, so the full moon for you is like work-life balance. It's this push and pull between like working too much and getting enough rest. I think you said you have a new job, so it could indicate that a new job. Venus is in her sign. I don't know. It's definitely something about abundance for you. And definitely the fact that your self-worth is better. I think that it will, it's just going to pay off. I see quite a bit for you. You got to stand out. I mean, I'm seeing it even more and more and more. You really, what are you doing? YouTube videos? What are you doing? Paulette. Okay, Paulette. Oh, this is the one Eileen. You're going to laugh when you see these cards. Yes. Okay, since 2014. Yes, you definitely have got to do YouTube. Yeah, do YouTube. Okay, so I have Medusa for you, which we did the other day. I think, were you on Thursday? This is interesting. I'm curious to hear what you have to say about this one. And you don't have to share if you don't want to, but if you want to give us a little something, so we know what this means for you. So remember, she has to do with sacred rage. It says, you are pissed off and petrified, angry and shaking, but underneath that you are hurt and heartbroken. Feeling undervalued is overwhelming. You can't stay silent anymore. Let your joys, hopes, and beauties rage on. Take a breath, close your eyes, and put both your hands on your lower abdomen and just tune into the part that feels out of control and flood it with loving, healing, golden light. Put your hands on your heart. You have a right to feel your full range of emotions, including anger. So, is there hidden anger? Because I knew it was like something I was trying to say. Is there hidden anger? Because we have, all this going on in Aries, which is underneath the subconscious mind for you. Okay. Sacred rage inspires us to run for office, lead protests, and shift policies. But unhealthy rage can devour your very soul. Get clear on what is really happening. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, to see the truth. Just because you feel threatened does not mean you are threatened. And the declaration is, I have a right to feel my feelings. Yes. Okay. So what have we been talking about for Paulette? Yes, CG. This is laugh out loud. This is interesting. Okay. 31. This is very, very interesting. So this one says, goddess living out loud, not laugh out loud, goddess living out loud. Yasiji has a reputation of being a free-spirited party goddess. She's from the Dogon people of Mali, and she's the very first Yasigni. The Yasignis are women empowered to participate in mass dances. Okay. Express yourself. You have something to say. Share your voice and magic. Express your you-ness. The way to express yourself won't make everyone happy. That's okay. You're not meant to. Living out loud and self-expression look different for everyone. Okay. So I do think that that's what this is about. Your self-expression, speaking. You're going to start speaking more. Really, really important. And sharing your gifts, your skills. So it says, for outgoing extroverts, self-expression may mean dancing on tables and screaming your points of view. Introverts may speak out in the other ways and save the louder parts of their personalities for loved ones. And this goddess declaration is, I am free to express myself fully. Yes, that's who I thought. So this one is definitely about putting your voice out there, Paulette. And you got another one. You and Deborah are kind of like twinning it, which is about miracles. I love this. Well, I'm happy for y'all. I'm real happy for y'all. This one says, again, you are a magnet for miracles. You are a miracle. What if you truly allowed yourself to believe all things are possible? Dare to dream bigger. You want to avoid the wait and see approach. Claim the miracle now. Believe that you deserve to be, do, have the world you want for yourself. You can be your true self, do what awakens your soul, and have your desires. This is life's miracle. You can be your true self. I'm going to say it again. Do what awakens your soul and have your desires. This is life's miracles. If you haven't witnessed your miracle yet today, ask for it and allow it in. And the declaration is, my life is full of miracles. Okay. So my continued, my prediction is that the biggest changes are going to come. They've already been kicked off for you, Paulette, but you're going to really start feeling it the same dates that I gave, around December, maybe even. Oh, okay. So I don't know if you got a break, Paulette. Hold on, let me go back. No, you've been experiencing it all year, this transformation. And it's been hitting your eclipse points. It's all about destiny for you right now. And I can tell you, this Gemini, this Mercury down here is giving you some good fortune, good energy, inspiration to get things going. And what is it with the structure? Huh. I will say this is a good time because of these down here, because I remember you wanting to be more disciplined and stuff. This is a good time for you to be like getting workflow, I guess you could say, like creating like daily routines. This is actually a good time for that. And the moon may really highlight what it is that you need to do in order to make all of this happen. I think that's what I see. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, for sure. Trying to see, do I see anything else? Oh my God. Okay, wait a minute. One more thing. So you have what is called an exalted Venus. What year is this? 2022? That's a very good Venus. That Venus can really, guess what? Okay, part of the reason I was like, no, seriously, you need to get on YouTube is that Venus is good fortune through making videos, broadcasting yourself out. Neptune. Okay. Where's your Venus? 19. Okay, you might be okay. You might be okay. 19, you might be. Let's see, 22, 20. January 22. Okay, yeah, you're good. You're good on that. Your Venus was transited. Whoo, man, maybe around, I bet you saw some big, maybe it was like some healing, something regarding your body, around 2018, 2019, 2020, 2020, honey. Even 2021, 19, yeah, Venus. Neptune was there, and it was like really hitting up your Venus. You may have even felt like your money was funny during that time. No, but you're done. You're done with the Neptune transit. It's a once in a lifetime transit, and let's see here. Yeah, it would be a while before. Yeah, we don't even need to worry about that right now. Okay. Yeah. How was that? I hope that was helpful, Paulette. And I'm gonna do another reading. For everybody. And then we're going to look at Eileen's chart. So I do see something else, Paulette. Yeah, put your, how did you say it? Back to back, you're a warrior. Okay, so I have a question for you, Paulette. Okay. I'm sorry, that was such a severe drop in the sound. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. You're going through a lot of change. This is not easy. It's really not easy. But remember, Mars and Het Haru, you're where you're meant to be. Yes. Change is just like here lately, because I have a lot of change going on with me. Here lately, I've been like, the only thing that we know is going to happen, Hargrove, is change. It's going to happen. Okay. But was there something with you regarding your mind or learning, speech, or something like that that happened when you were a child that made you, or maybe even something with siblings, cousins, friends, something like that? That's going to come up for review. I don't exactly know when it's going to happen soon. It's between now and this, I don't know, maybe the top of the year, something like that. It's going to be pretty soon because of this Lilith down here about to transit your Chiron, but it's asking you to step into your power. Okay. And where do you need to be courageous? That's what that Herakahuti for you is. Where do you need to be courageous? Did I talk about Herakahuti? Yeah. Where do you need to be courageous and take action? Okay. For everybody, I'm going to do one card now. Then I'll do another one once we're done. Okay. So Mujaji. I love Mujaji. Okay. This is for everybody. Everybody. This is a community reading right here. So Mujaji is the hereditary reign queen of the South African Balobedu people, a matrilineal queendom. Mujaji's daughters dance to the frequency of the rain And her guidance is showers of blessings are yours. You are a rainmaker, master manifester, shapeshifter, alchemist, and sorceress. Open your hands and heart. And the embodiment is yes, make it rain. You are manifesting big. I'm excited for this full moon for us, y'all. This has been a long time coming. You're co-creating with spirit. Match the energetic frequency, the ashe of your desire. You are magnetic, and like attracts like. Raise your vibration to align with the sacred. Close your eyes and see your blessings. Feel them in your bones. Ask, believe, act, allow, receive. And her declaration is divine blessings flow to me so easily. Ask, believe, act, allow, receive. Please write that down. Okay, I was about to say, is my candle even still going? You're welcome. De nada, de nada. So just to let y'all know, when you do one-to-one readings with me, and especially if it's done live, we do have a conversation. I do my best to talk a little bit more. Folks can ask, maybe some specific questions. So yeah. Okay. I'm losing people. That's okay. Now it's Eileen's turn. Good, Marcy. Good. I'm so happy to hear that. So happy to hear that. Okay. Me a reading for Eileen. Okay, I love this first card, Eileen. You here? And I'll do one more reading for us before we get off after I'm done looking at Eileen's. Okay. All righty. So, okay, good, peaceful one. Good. Yeah, y'all in for the long haul when we're doing these readings. Yeah, because you can see I'm thorough. I like to be very thorough. I also look at multiple charts when I typically do my readings. Right now, I'm just looking at the natal chart. Ooh, okay, look. Because I don't have Eileen's chart up. Okay, good. Eileen is here, Ocean Kimmy, and Felicia says she's still here too. All righty. Okay. All right. Okay, so looking at Eileen's chart. So right away, she is a Leo rising. So Leos, like I said, they are on the fixed axis. So they are really going through right now because the eclipses are happening in houses. They have a lot to do with change and transformation. I will say Deborah, being that Cancer rising, and then anyone who is a Leo, if you're a Cancer or a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, the eclipses are major for you all because your planets are involved in those eclipses. The full moon, the full moon is the full moons and the new moons affect they affect you. You're very influenced by the moons. Let me see here. What did you say? Act. Let me see if I can just find her in here. Where is Mujaji? Eileen, do you have this one? Oh, well, you at work. Sorry. Does anybody else have this one that can tell me what is the number for Mujaji? Da, da, da. I'll look it up once I'm done. If it doesn't just come right up. Yeah, I don't know the number. Let me see if there. Oh, here we go. Where is Mujaji? Okay, number 9. Okay, it's ask. Oh, hey, Marshall. Welcome. Okay, thank you. Glad you've been here. Marshall is the sister I've been telling y'all about. I want y'all to learn about her tours and go with us over to Egypt, and she takes people to Greece and Mauritius Islands, all that kind of good stuff. That would be Marshall. Okay, Mujaji. Ask, believe, act, allow, receive. This is how we, this is manifestation. Okay, this is how we begin to invoke manifestation. Okay, so yeah, so Leos and Cancerians will always be affected by the eclipses. Okay. So yeah, big changes for her with career, home, family, her emotional body. And I can kind of skip over some stuff with Ocean Kimmy because I have looked at her chart so much over the last year. She knows all of this. Let's see here. What I will say though is this new moon is going to be on your Uranus. Whoa, wowzer. So this means that something new and big is popping off for her regarding where she lives. Maybe even this breakthrough that you've been wanting, Eileen, regarding your body is going to help, is going to happen. I pulled the Geb card. Geb has to do with health, wellness, the body. We know Eileen has been, well, anywho, this is talking about the body and changes that you can make regarding even self-acceptance. Some breakthrough can happen because I know you mentioned self-acceptance. So this could be talking about it could be that. And yeah. So I think that's very important for you. This is a new moon. If you want some type of up level, if you want a breakthrough, that would be one that I would like. Whatever you want that breakthrough for, that's that. Set the intentions at this upcoming new moon eclipse. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. So the other thing that is interesting is that this full moon, because not everybody's career point is in the same spot. Some people will have a career point in maybe even the 8th house, 9th house, 10th, 11th, some occasionally 12th. But so for Ocean Kimmy, her career point, this is an extremely transformational point, okay? Is going to be right there with that full moon. So it could be she will be one of the ones who will get some type of breakthrough. I think regarding, well, here we go. She's going to be going abroad. So that's really manifested. This 9th house has to do with foreign travel, but it is also something regarding career. And it'll be a little bit after the moon because the moon is happening at 16 degrees. Her career point is at 19 degrees. And this moon could kick off some change that's going to happen. She may not see a change right away, but there could be some series of events that happen around this moon that will begin to move her in the direction of some career change or something regarding career is going to really take off for her. Now, you know, she has Jupiter in Aries, so she's going to have what's called a Jupiter return next year. But right now, Jupiter, Eileen, is going back into your 8th house, which this is this house that has to do with change and transformation. And it may have been that there was some wisdom that came to you regarding this healing, this change, this transformation, but you didn't implement it. And now once Jupiter goes back into Pisces, you'll be like, hey, I need to implement this change, this transformation. Chiron right now is, where is old Chiron? It's at 14 degrees. Okay. So it's not quite there yet. But let me see here. The moon will include your Pluto. So it's something very transformational. You're going to continue to experience this transformation. This is having to do with the mind, maybe communication or something like that, Eileen. Relationships, because your Pluto is in Libra. So something healing and transformational, but it is going to be like is asking for this balance, right? You versus the other. You and um how you, maybe how you're showing up in the relationship. Um yeah, something like that. Something like that. I guess what I'm trying to say is that um there is the part of the moon that's happening up here, and let me just talk it out, y'all, for a minute. The moon is happening up here opposite this Libra. This is not necessarily the relationship axis, but these signs have to do with relationships. I do think it's going to create a shift in relationships, maybe how, like I said, I guess I said it, how you show up in relationships, making sure things are balanced and equal. Let me just end it with that. Oh, look at you, Eileen. You're having a Mars return. Okay, you just had your Mars return. So Mars return. Oh, somebody else was almost there too. Was it Paulette? Paulette just had her Mars return. Okay. I mean, yeah, Mars return. So Mars in the sky, um, came here and was right here with this Mars in her chart. So that's more energy. It is like a new beginning. It's not like, it is a new beginning that has to do with your 11th house. Your 11th house has to do with like what progress you're making, your goals, maybe even being gainful from work and career. Oh wow, congratulations, Eileen. I think that you're going to find even more, you're removing more weight, releasing more weight, even more, especially once Jupiter goes back into that 8th house. The other thing it could help you with the body is where like if there's some place that you still haven't quite touched that you need to like get healed up, it can help you do that. Okay. The reason I kind of got stuck is because I'm like, oh, whoa, you have your Lilith right here. And Neptune, where's Neptune? Neptune is right by your Lilith. So it's definitely a time for you to take your power back, because that's what Lilith has to do with. She's about taking her power back. But it's like when Neptune is right there with something, it kind of creates this confusion, and but it's like this fine tuning. So you could kind of feel like a lot of stuff is happening so that you're like, why is this happening? But it'll feel like you're giving an opportunity to operate more and more and more from your power. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, so I had looked here. Yeah, even where your Lilith is, she's in this 12th house. It is like something hidden, maybe. Maybe it's in your subconscious mind, but something hidden, something deep, still like taking your power back. That's what I'm seeing being activated at this point. And it could just be like, you're feeling some healing that is happening that will help you to take your power back. Um, so I will say Jupiter is retrograde, because one of the cards I pulled is Ma'at negative. And Ma'at, with Jupiter being retrograde, it could be um you're revisiting some perspective. Maybe you started having this grand perspective, but now you're kind of like, maybe you want to go back and revisit. Like, did you get the whole perspective that you were supposed to get? It's some wisdom teacher, but my aunt negative is saying, don't miss the big picture. That might be something else that could be really important for you. Don't miss the big picture. She's all about gratitude, forgiveness. That could be something that is also up. Another thing could be, is there something that you're learning and maybe you missed something? You're going to have to go back and catch it, because this does have to do with learning. But a lot of this is this travel, this foreign travel, traveling to other countries is really highlighted for you right now, Eileen. What else did I look at, y'all? Let me see here. I've looked at the Lilith, the full moon. Oh, Pluto. This is one of the, wait a minute. Yes. This is one of the more challenging things that I think, who else was, Deborah was really dealing with Pluto. All three of y'all were dealing with Pluto. Paulette has Pluto happening. And what's going to happen for you, Eileen, is when Pluto goes into Aquarius at the time, well, March is when it's going to happen. It will be a time of even more transformation at that point. And it's definitely regarding your body, like no question. And look, Saturn. So it could have to do with relationships as well as, your health and wellness. I think this is going to be a major transformation for you. So I love how you're slow and steady wins the race, because once Pluto goes over here, it will be like pressure. You'll feel like pressure to create more transformation. Could just be in your life in general. Now that I think about it, you might feel more pressure, but it'll be something that's kicking off where you start seeing it like, wait a minute, what's going on? It's a challenging transit. It's just how it is. Thankfully, it won't happen until March. Let's see here. Pluto will go there. I'm just like, why, Pluto? What are we doing? Why are you doing this to us? Wow, March is going to be a month to remember. On the 23rd of March, and then Pluto is going to be there. So you're going to get your first taste. March through June. Then it'll go back into Capricorn. Okay. So that's a transit that I think is extremely important for you to pay attention to, because it is going to create some transformation. Maybe you get married, Eileen. I don't know. um, But I do think it has a lot to do with something. You're going to be in a totally different place by the end of next year. You're going to start getting the first taste, though, when, March to June. Let me see here. Anything else I see with this Pluto? Y'all and Pluto. Oh, my goodness. What are we doing, people? Oh, my gosh. Okay. So I forgot you had so many 0 degrees in your chart. So one thing about 0 degrees is it's the pure energy. That planet gets imbued with like the pure energy of that sign. And so Pluto is going to square your Uranus. So yeah, I'm thinking you're going to be moving. You're going to start seeing some of what's happening. And I think, again, it's very important for you to set new moon intentions at this Scorpio eclipse of what you want, because there's going to be an activation for it happening, especially once Pluto goes into Aquarius, because you're gonna have you got all this 0 degree energy, right? And it's gonna be like multiple, triple, lots of activation. And one indication is the home and the family, the healing, relationships. Um, yeah, yeah. Yeah, your life is going a whole new direction. But I do love that you're having a Jupiter return. So the Jupiter in the sky is eventually going to come back here to this Jupiter. And I think that that's going to bring a lot of, a lot of what you want regarding career. The thing for you will always have to be balance. That's one thing. I think a huge word for you that will be coming up is balance. Yeah, I think that's important over the next easily year. Easily. Okay, did I look at everything? Eyes married now, yes. Taking my power back. Nice, Ocean Kimmy. Okay, so let me look at the oracles again. Yeah, I think I said everything I need to say about Geb. And see, look, my eye is even about balance, okay? She's about balance, perspective, seeing the big picture. One of the things that my aunt teaches is that we have to remember that we don't see the episode as the series. We always want to see like, how is this fitting into like everything is working in my favor. I just need to see how it fits into my life. And I don't know, is there something or somebody that needs forgiveness? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull. Let me pull your goddesses. Now, one thing y'all will see me do is I always drink water. When I do readings. Always, always, always. Is CV still here? Because I'll have to come on tomorrow and do your CV. Is CV here? Earth the CV. I was checking to make sure, see if anybody else had ordered a reading. But I can come on tomorrow and do yours. This is my third one, and it's, ooh, Lord, the ones in the Eastern time zone, y'all. Okay. I see you, Eileen. All right. Ooh, oh, okay. Okay. So, okay. So the first one I pulled for you is Mama Jumbo. Okay, she's number 32. So it says, Goddess Mama Jumbo glitters as a guardian of lush green forests of Guinea-Bissau. If her name sounds familiar, it is because Mama Jumbo's name was misconstrued by colonizers and replaced with the term mumbo jumbo, meaning gibberish, but still she shines. You are born to shine, be seen, be heard, be a movement. We need to know your name. We want to learn your dance. Daring to rise and shine starts with the courage to be seen and heard. Your story matters, and someone needs to hear it. Fear of shining brightly keeps you in the shadows, hiding and shrinking. There's no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment, but you are not for everybody. If everyone likes you, you're not really being you. Goddess declaration: I am ready to be seen and heard. Mama Jumbo. So I love that one for you. Go down there and be Mama Jumbo. Then the next one is this one, Ursula Dantor, and she is etheric quartz. She even has a machete in her hand. Let's see here, 27. So she fought during the Haitian Revolution to protect mothers and children. She represents the healing of the Dark Mother. And her guidance is this: if it isn't wholehearted love, release it. Remember your worth. And it says here, the energy core is binding you to you and someone you no longer wish to be attached to are strong. You must be willing to let go. Close your eyes. See the divine swords of the goddess, loving light separating you and dissolving the cords between you. You are both whole and healed. Just as you shower and cleanse physical grime, there's also grime in the form of energy cords, also called karmic ribbons. Emotional cords or etheric cords, spiritual maintenance is required. And her goddess declaration is, I am worthy, compassionate, and whole. Look, Eileen, when I was reading it, I was just like, Eileen cannot deny this reading. This reading will not be denied by Eileen. So here's Sachi. And I think this one is interesting for Eileen too. Okay, let's see here. Sachi. She says, protect your magic. Your heart is your own. Your body is your own. Your mind is yours. Your truth and story are your own. Be rooted in your truth. And that actually is Ma'at. Be rooted in your truth. Create healthy boundaries. It says your energy is unsteady. Breathe. Come into the present moment. Say out loud, I am here. I am here. She said, trauma, stress, overwhelm, and anxiety and fear disconnect you from your body. Grounding keeps you present. When you feel rootless or unsettled, come back to your breath. Meditation and breath work are grounding. Try earthing, connecting your feet to the soil. Free writing, clapping, not slapping, clapping, stomping, and rubbing your hands together are all grounding. And her goddess declaration is, I am firmly planted and deeply rooted. Okay. So I didn't cut so many cords that Gemini. I know. Oh my gosh, Eileen. Okay, y'all. I'm going to do another reading for the group. I think I'm going to change the oracle. Where's my other deck? I hope that was good for you, Eileen. It's funny when I do readings for people I've done readings for quite a bit. It's like, oh, I'm certain of this, but sometimes I'm like, I don't know about the other one. Okay. So let's do one more. Come on, mothers bless us. We got Mujaji. What was our first one? Did I just pull one? Okay, let's see here. Ooh, this is tight. Yemaya. Yemaya. That makes me so happy. Well, look, she is the moon. She's the energy of the moon. So that's aligned. Everything was on point. Aw. Okay, good. That reading was spot on. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yeah, I love doing readings. Okay, let's see what she says. And while I wait, let me just pull this up one more time. Yes, I have the retreat to reset at the Virgo Scorpio new moon. Do you want change? Do you want transformation? This is a very important retreat to attend. Other thing I said I was going to tell y'all is, how many of y'all feel like y'all need to get away? How many of y'all feel like y'all need to maybe go have like a spiritual retreat? Can't get away, can't get to the retreat center? Well, come retreat with me. We're going to be working on opening up the inner priestess. If you, yes, no, they didn't come out for you. Which I project the priestess is what's going to actually help us make it through, like I said, next year this time. It's an inner archetype that we have, and she is largely how we're able to, you know, go through the changes and the transformations that we need to go through. So join me in that. Get away with me. What do I need to say to get y'all in? Tell me what do you need to know if this is for you? I'm curious because I talk about it, but the retreat is not full. So I feel like I'm not telling y'all what y'all need to know. What do you want to know about the retreat? Let me see if I have anything else. Oh, I do need to like fix this part right here. So you're definitely going to get the moon journal, a hypnosis track. The bonus class is not going to be Mercury retrograde. It's going to be something else. Yeah. But yeah, I'm all about self-care and doing things like coming into the retreat, because that's what it is. We're getting away and we're taking time to like work on our inner world. I do things that have to do with the emotions, so that maybe there's some emotion that you need to release, or you feel a little bit stuck and stagnant, you know, in your emotions, or maybe there's something with the mind. So that's what the retreat is. Plus we get to connect with other sisters, which is ancient. We are not, this society has made it seem like we have to fend for ourselves. It's a doggy dog world. And the circles, these retreats, which is essentially a women's circle, is about rejecting that. We do not live in a doggy dog world. We live in a world where support is our strength. To admit that we need people to hold us or to be in support of us or whatever is not a weakness. It is human. And so that's what these eclipses are often designed to do. If you look in the description box, you can get the retreat at the early bird rate. And I know I'm not doing a really good job of talking about it because, man, I'm just tired. Okay, so let's see what Yemaya says. They have her in here as the Brazilian Caribbean goddess, but we know she came from Nigeria. Of intuition and prophecy, okay? Ruler of the seas and lakes, mother of all. This is for our full moon. She is the ultimate female power. the soother of heart troubles, carrying deep, unknowable power. She is contemplation and introspection. Oh, I just said that. Maybe that's why I say it all the time, since this is my Aries. Um, she's complete and whole unto herself. Yemaya sits firmly grounded in the seas of the earth, utterly connected in communion with her source. The waters of psychic knowing provide her with constant inspiration and illumination from her core. This radiance and divine connection are her gifts to us all. This ocean goddess is the wise prophet who shows you through her glowing example to go within and find your connection with the mother, which is your true nourishment. No. This is again, I do the reading and then I go back. So it says, find your connection with the mother and true nourishment. Yeah. So why don't we do that? Why don't we look at how nourished are we in our bodies? How much are we caring for ourselves in our bodies? Let's see how that plays out with this full moon. Through the spiritual discipline of taking time daily to be alone and apart from the busy world, you illuminate the bridge to source in yourself and shine the light for others. This is the gifts of prophecy and wait a minute. This is where the gifts of prophecy and intuitive ability are nurtured and expanded. So I do think that this is a moon where we can be tapped into our intuition. So yeah. And she's saying that this is a moon for us to be looking at our self-care, especially how are we taking care of our bodies, maybe self-care in terms of like balance, our appearance, how we dress. But I do think that this is a moon where we can listen to our intuition and it will help us to understand where we need to go. How has this been for you all? We're going to stitch out. Happy full moon. What do you call it? I'm so tired, y'all. The wax. It was not straight, so we're blowing our candles out. I know it's been a long one. Half the people who were here are gone, but for those who are here, let me turn it down just a bit. Let's stitch out. What are you taking from our time together? Hey, Waking Beauty. Yes. Oh, let me take that out. There we go. Greetings. We're going to end soon. What are you taking from our full moon journey together, which was a lot longer than typical, but it's okay. If CV is here, I'll do your reading either tomorrow or the next day. Probably tomorrow. Oh, thank you, sister. You're welcome. Taking wisdom. I'm Tirra, and I am taking I don't know, it feels like something like maybe like clarity about what I need to be focusing on. Yeah, confirmation. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Nice, Deborah. Transformation. That butterfly's a good one. Call that. Anyone else? What are you taking? Tomorrow's the full moon. Wow. Transformation. You're welcome, Lerlin. Nice. Well, I appreciate y'all for being here. And let me see here. I still have, how many classes do I have? Let me see here. It's the October 1, 2. I still have 3 classes left in this certification. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do Wednesday or Thursday, but y'all will see the invite go up, okay? Oh, good one. I'm taking release. I'm taking expectations. You're welcome. My honor. I love it. I'm taking back all my power. Love, love, love it. Taking this whole experience. Peaceful one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty. Well, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you to the sisters who let me look at your charts live. It helps people to kind of understand astrology when we do that. And plus y'all get a reading. So yes. I'm taking courage and forgiveness. Beautiful. Beautiful. Definitely courage is something to take. And those who follow the plan will thrive. Structure and boundaries, key to success. I'm taking self-expression. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ooh, Lord. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get off. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all so much. And happy full moon in Aries. Love y'all. Thank y'all.